Last night I had a dream where I was biking along and then I saw a cat and I was like, I want to pet that cat. So I got off my bike and left it close to somebody else's house, and then I chased the cat down an alleyway. But then the cat was gone, I couldn't find it. And then when I went back to find my bike was gone. And I was like, oh my god, how could I be so dumb to just leave my bike somewhere? So I knocked on the door of the person's house who I left my bike in front of and asked them if they had seen my bike. They're like, oh yeah, I think some school kids came by and ran off with it. And I was like, do you know what they look like? And then they tried to give me like a phone number or something, and I looked at it and it just didn't make any sense. Like, I'm looking at it and it's like, I look at them, I'm like, this is just a picture of an animal. This isn't numbers at all. And I was thinking about it, I was like, how could, I don't get it. And then I woke up and was like, oh man, how am I gonna find my bike? And then I realized that that was all just a dream, and that my bike is in my apartment. So it feels good to have a bike again, even though I didn't actually lose it. It just sort of felt like I lost it. Anyways, this is just a bunch of footage that I took while I was on my way to Rosewood, because I'm gonna meet up with my brother and we're gonna get some dim sum. I got here a little bit before 1, and then a big crowd of people showed up, and I was like, oh man, I feel kind of scummy for taking this table even though I'm only one guy. But eventually Matt and UK Joe show up, so it's all good. And I had already ordered some food, so we didn't have to wait much longer, and we got some steam buns. And I really wanted a bunch of these honey garlic ribs, so I got 3 trays of those. You know, one for each of us. Yeah, and Rosewood Dim Sum, it's still good. Anyways, after that, Matt was thinking of getting some soup spoons. And I'm like, yeah, you know, let's go over to this Chinatown Mart. It's kind of like, it's almost like a dollar store, but it's better because things don't have to be $1 and they just have a bunch of like everything almost. It's a neat store. I don't know. I don't normally come here because it's kind of weird. But I did get some sponges, and then I saw that they had a Wheatstone for like $3. It's some pretty weird packaging for a Wheatstone. Whetstone. But yeah, I picked up a Whetstone. Then we went and got some bubble tea because we're all kind of thirsty after that dim sum. And I ordered a banana mango smoothie, but they didn't have banana, so this is passion fruit smoothie. Anyways, Matt and Joe, we're gonna go to a Best Buy or something, and I was feeling pretty good for the day, so I just decided to go home and try out my Whetstone. So I soaked it for a while, which, I don't know, sometimes you need to do it, sometimes you don't need to do it, but I figured it wouldn't hurt. Anyways, this is the knife that I usually use for cooking. It hasn't been sharpened in a really long time, and it's pretty dull, like it won't even cut paper. So it's also kind of a cheap knife, but it seems like a perfect knife to practice sharpening. Probably see some burrs like in the highlights there. Took a little while for me to get used to like the motion of the knife sharpening, I think. It's kind of hard to tell how much pressure you actually want to put onto it. And it's like ultra dull, so I don't know how fast this is supposed to work. But I got it to a point where, I mean, like, it's not perfect. It's not just like effortlessly slicing this paper, but it can actually cut into it now, so that's something. Yeah, did some laundry, and I played a lot of Zelda. That's pretty much it for the rest of the day, really.